That's fine with me. Hey everyone, I am with our instructor, electrical technology instructor Lardell Goodloe. He is going to give us a walkthrough of his program. So Mr. Goodloe, tell us about what is electrical technology and industrial maintenance.
Oh, great. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here. Electrical technology and industrial maintenance has to do with being an electrician. Someone say electrician, you get into industrial maintenance, or you get to be electrician working like in construction or in the plant someplace. Those things consist of, residential wiring. Everybody knows residential wiring, so we'll talk about residential wiring just a little bit. We teach everyone how to wire a house, which involves using the requirements provided by the National Electrical Code, and those are the standards that we use to do that with. Also, wiring houses is one thing that we do, but that's on the low end, if you will, of the whole program, because the program consists of much more than just house wiring. It consists of doing renewable energy, which is some type of it's a photovoltaic system is what we use now.
Is this a solar panel that I'm looking
It's
at?
solar, yes, it's all solar. So we do that. We have a lab that's off grid here on campus, and we use that as part of our electrical technology process. We even go into industrial mechanics, to where we teach students how to lift and rig stuff up and tie knots and stuff like that, so they can actually do stuff while they work in construction. We get into motors and motor controls, because anytime you do any type of electrical work, you have to know how to control the process, how to control equipment, how the equipment works. And to do that, you have to know a lot about motor control, how to control it. We even do some conduit bending, which is, you can stick here, you can see conduit bending on the wall there. We actually use trigonometry to do bending.
Trigonometry? I haven't heard that word since I was a sophomore in high school.
Trigonometry is art of angles. We got to have angles. Whenever you bend conduit to run the wire through, you have to bend at certain angles, and we use trigonometry to accomplish that. In electrical technology, we also get into pneumatics and hydraulics. This is a pneumatic system here that we use, which is air. It's air operated, but most things are operated by valves, and those valves have to be controlled by some type of electricity. That's why electrical technology come in.
What's awesome about what I'm seeing is that I know if I'm in this program, I'm not just going to read things in a book only. I'm going to be hands-on with my learning.
We've got a lot of hands-on, because as technicians, that's what you do. You have hands-on. So that's why we have all this equipment here. We have pipe bending machines, we have threading machines, different types of meters that we have to read in order to measure our voltage and stuff like that. You have to do that as an electrician. Have hands-on is about everything. Everything is about hands-on. Mm-hmm. We also have stuff that we do that is real neat, especially when you get into our our industrial maintenance program. Industrial maintenance is really good. And we say industrial maintenance because it's working like in a factory somewhere like that. We got a lot of factories around here, and those factories require you to have electrical knowledge because everything is so automated. Having said that, we do robotics. Robotics is a great place, great way to get enrolled, if you will, in a career that is great for you to proceed with, or to try to master, I guess you would say, because that's the whole idea behind being in electrical technology. You want to become an electrician, then you want to get a journeyman's license, and then you want to get into like a master's, where you own your own company or something like that. To do that, you need to know every area of electricity, not only just wiring, residential wiring or commercial wiring or industrial wiring. All that's part of it, but robotics is part of it also.
So this field is very diverse, and something students may not know is that this is the work of Drake State students right here. Mr. Goodloe, tell us about the projects you have students do that complements their learning in the classroom.
I'm glad you asked that question, believe it or not, because what we do, and at the end of the program, our student has to put together a capstone project, if you will. Those projects has to include everything that they've learned in the program, and they have to put it in one big project. These are some of the projects that my students have did. They have simulated the tram system down at Huntsville Hospital. If anyone been down there and seen the tram system, this is a simulation of that, of the tram system itself. They created games like basketball games, and they created mixing bowls, and how you they in the robotics area they have had a robot doing some slicing up some bananas and stuff like that. They had them do that, and they also had robots making hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff like that, which is what they actually doing now in the real world. You know, they're actually robots are actually doing those things now.
What advice would you give to a student who wants to consider this hands-on career field?
To come into this program, the main advice I would give to you is there's a lot of stuff to learn, but it's not hard. It's just a lot of stuff you have to be. And it's you can work in the field, but the things that you learn, you can carry it to your home or someone else and do the same thing. It's a good program, and it's a good career for you. Not necessarily a program, it's a career. Because with this, you can get a job anywhere. You know, not only just here in, you know, wherever you're at, you can get it in a place in the world, actually. And as far as the money you make, the money is, you know, it's you can make anywhere from 40,000. I'll say 40,000 when you don't want to really do a whole lot. From 40,000 up to $80,000 a year, or even more. But this is, you have to actually get into the field and put in some time. You got to put in the time. That's the thing a lot of people don't want to do. They want to just get in here and get it, and I got it and ready to go. Can't do that. You got to put the time in, and you can make a great living at it. And it's fun. It's fun.
What inspired you to step into this field?
Well, to be honest with you, when I was little, I worked on radios and TVs with my uncle, because we used to go get radios and TVs off the dump and fix them up and sell them for $25. That was a lot of money back then. This thing, you can do that now, get these computers and things like that and sit and fix them up and sell them. It'll be the same thing, and that's where I got into it, and you can make money. And it's fun. I keep saying it's fun because it is. You don't do the same thing every day when you're working.
Mm-hmm.
You don't do the same thing.
It's not monotonous.
No, you don't get into no routine of doing this, gotta do this, gotta do this, you know.
And it keeps you on your toes every day, because wiring, that takes a specialty. You want to make sure you're protecting yourself, but also the electrical field is so vast.
Yes, it is. And you have to have a good knowledge of what you're doing, because you won't hurt yourself as well as anyone else, especially wiring up something for someone. So you want to do that. But the one of the things that I really like about being an electrician is that you can do anything. I love electricians because I feel they can do anything. Why? Because they can read and comprehend what they're reading. That's the main thing. And you can do anything you want if you be able to read and comprehend what you're reading. You can get it done.
All right, everyone. We want to thank you for tuning in to our college and career convo with electrical technology instructor Lardell Goodloe. We'll see you next time.